Okay, we're live. And here we go. Welcome to Tech Help Oz. This is our 10th episode. And thank you very much for joining us. It is, one sec, it is the 26th. 26th. And I'm joined, as always, with my good mate, Lenny. How you going, mate?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
No, not too bad. 10 episodes, mate. What do you... Unbelievable. Who would have thought?
Me, I would have thought. But no, that's fantastic. 10 episodes is definitely a sort of like a good way to go with it.
Yep. All right. Well, to celebrate our 10th episode, we're going to be delivering you guys a little bit of tech news in 30 minutes, or it's free. Usual deal. You know how it works. So, yeah, as always, I like to slack off and I throw you into the deep end, Lenny. I'll let you take care of things first while I'm messing around with the stuff in the background. So what do you got?
So pretty interesting things at the moment. Just ignore Ben's head moving away, guys. He's doing stuff. I got a few things. So first of all, the most impressive thing at the moment is definitely Google creating a VPN service for mobile users. Now, for people that don't know, VPN service is basically something that gives you a virtual protection when you have to protect you a little bit better than Norton and stuff like that can most times when you're delivering. Hey, nobody likes Norton, Ben. I saw that face. Nobody likes Norton.
No one does.
And it's fantastic. The VPN being created for a mobile user without downloading any extra software is fantastic. Google is trying to get it done into their browser built in. So as long as you're using the browser and you've got Android Lollipop or Android Lollipop and above, you'll be able to access this VPN service, which is fantastic. So what that means for an everyday user or somebody that doesn't have access to Wi-Fi and their own VPN service through another company, that means you can go to McDonald's cafe, free public Wi-Fi, library Wi-Fi, and you can do your banking and you can do all kinds of stuff that you're worried about with your privacy and stuff like that. You can now do that through Google's VPN service, and you will be 100% protected. Now, I want people to know that are like, hey, I don't really, what's the difference? Google is just as prone for privacy leaks and stuff like that. They're actually not. If you consider that Facebook and PayPal and all kinds of companies like that have had massive security leaks in the past, it's interesting to see a company that is massive as Google hasn't had anything like that happen yet. It's pretty interesting because the amount of information that goes through Google and all that stuff, it's pretty cool. They haven't had anything security leaks or anything like that. It's awesome. So I trust Google beyond anything. So for people that have always been worried about syncing contacts, photos, anything through Google, I believe that you're more safe with Google than you are with many other products or companies that offer the same thing. So the VPN service that Google creates, I'm very excited about. I know that people like me and Ben, I think, would benefit from it massively as well, because he is always on the go and he's always got some sensitive information, like what he's making for dinner, that needs to be sorted out. And I think it's pretty cool to be able to share that information on the internet, on your phone, and not have to worry about security. I think it's fantastic. So yeah, Ben, are you going to be able to use VPN services on your phone? Do you think, because you're on an iOS, so once they perfected for iOS, because it's Android-based at the moment, once they perfected for iOS, do you think you're going to be an active user with this VPN service? Do you think you're going to be one to grab it as soon as it's available?
I'm going to be looking at it on a case-by-case basis. So if I'm going to be doing things like accessing the internet and doing stuff from a public Wi-Fi hotspot, then yeah, definitely, I'm going to be using a VPN. If it's from home or from a network that I trust, no problems. I'll be sticking with a good old connection, because VPN it comes at a cost. So there might be a dollar value coming out of your pocket, but there could also be a cost on speed. You could take a hit on speed depending on the sort of service that you're getting. And if this is going to be a Google service, it's most likely going to be hosted in the States. So
bonus, it is worldwide, Ben.
Well,
it is
okay,
worldwide. And the thing is, it's free
around the world. Yeah. Oh, okay. So if it's free, deployed around the world.
There's no cost to it because it comes straight into the Google browser that you're using. So the one that Google Chrome that we've got downloaded, it comes built into it. So you have an option to tick use a VPN. So it's absolutely free. It's Google Network. It's Google Secure. So anything you do through the browser it's using a VPN security. So I used a VPN for 2-3 years now. Through Unblock Us and stuff like that. Created a VPN through them. Absolutely loved it. It was $5 a month. It didn't cost much, but the fact that I can now get much more security at a free cost is amazing. It's what Google is trying to transcend, because they're interacting it now because Google is bringing out their own mobile network as well in America. So people in America are going to love it because not only do they have the VPN service to use, they also have the Google Wi-Fi to use it through as well. So I think that's fantastic. It's going to go hand in hand. You're not going to, in America as far now completely, you're not going to be able to use internet without interacting with Google 100% in most times, which is phenomenal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, okay, and the fact that it's based, I think that's the trick. That's the hook. So you're fine as long as you're using the browser to access the data. But when you're using other apps to access data, then it might not be covered. So if you're, say, for instance, if you're using banking, if you're using a banking app, and this is particularly from the iOS point of view. So if you're using your banking app on an iOS device, I would say that chances are you won't have the protection of a VPN. It'll only work if you're using the Google Chrome browser on your iOS device. It may be baked right into the operating system, really, really deep in your Android devices. So you may be protected that way, but we'll see, because Google usually reserves this sort of special tech for their browser.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that one. Like, they definitely won't give you 100% protection if you're not using it through their own software. So I think the phones that are going to be preferred for this kind of thing are going to be the Nexus device. I think doing this, it's going to be a massive push for those devices. So I think maybe in the next year or so, we're going to see Nexus becoming top of the market, just with this simple push of a VPN service. So yeah, it might be interesting to see what's going to go on with it. But me personally, as soon as it's available, I sign up to be a beta tester for it. I'm 100% on board.
Yep. Yeah, that should be fun. It'll be really interesting to see how it turns out. I'd love to see someone put some diagnostic tools across that to see what sort of VPN protection you're actually getting. I'm pretty sure it'd be pretty good, but it's got to be confirmed by third parties. I want to see someone banging on this to see if it actually falls over or holds up to its promise.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, weirdly enough, my banking app, my bank is very secure. I don't know, Bankwest and Commonwealth are very, very weirdly secure. I can't even, when I make a bill payment and stuff like that through BPay or transfer money to someone, it won't even let me do a screenshot of the bill payment to take as a receipt. Like you normally would be able to print it off on the computer. I would expect you to be able to take a screenshot of it and then send the receipt that way. But it's DMR locked within the app, so that's fantastic. So it's annoying at the same time. I'm not going to lie. Don't get me wrong. It's annoying. I want to be able to screenshot it and send it straight away, but it doesn't help that way. But that means it's extra secure, so nobody can really mess with it, which is awesome. But if they do have third-party apps available through the Google VPN doing your banking, I think a lot of nervous laggards will be jumping on top of it as soon as possible. Just for those guys that are with IronNet, a nervous laggard is what they used to classify you as when they did the classifications. So if you're a nervous laggard, don't be.
All right. Well, there's something else we've learned tonight. That's very cool. Thanks very much for that, Lenny. That's awesome. Now, those of you that are listening or watching right now or later, you'll notice that the sound quality is not fantastic. We seem to be having problems with the sound of the internet in general in our area. So you'll notice that the screens are switching quite weirdly and the sound is a little bit off as well. So if you're experiencing that, please bear with us. Hopefully this will be sorted out by next week. All righty. Now,
what do you have for us tonight, Ben?
I've seen something that's blown my mind. Well, it's blown my mind a second time because I've seen this technology used before. Now, I'll start off with the technology that was first announced. Now, I think they were a little bit before their time because this was announced before smartwatches. But it was actually really, really cool technology anyway. It's called Myo, and this is by a company called Thalmic. That's THALMIC. They're a Canadian company, and the concept is quite interesting. So everyone at home, what I'd like you to do is get your hand and place it over your forearm and then wiggle your fingers, and you'll be able to feel under your hand on your forearm, you'll be able to feel the muscles moving underneath it. That's the concept behind Myo, where they have a band over your forearm and it's got sensors in that band and it will actually tell which fingers are being moved and where. So it's really quite interesting stuff. So you can use gestures to control a device. So it could be things like swiping things left and right at the wrist, or you can do things like pinching fingers together. That's really cool. It's in the forearm, but we've had things come out with, who was it? Oh, it was here a second ago. It was the Aria wearable. Now, this is going to be going live as a Kickstarter on the 1st of June. So if you're interested in picking this up, this could be a really cool technology. I can see this will blast past its target very, very quickly because this technology is super, super cool. What it is a couple of sensors that slip under the band of your smartwatch, and it connects to your smartwatch. So if you're using a Pebble or a Google and like an Android Wear device, it will pair with it. And you can then use simple gestures like opening your hand to go back. You can flick your thumb down to navigate down a menu, flick your finger, navigate up, and then to select, you pinch your finger and thumb together. And that is just really, really cool technology. So I think these guys have actually cracked the interface. Instead of having to poke at a tiny screen with oversized fingers, we can do it now with just pinching and making these hand gestures. This, I believe, is just the beginning because we'll start to see things like using finger spelling to write words out. So there is a one-handed sign language and you can use that. And I'm pretty sure that with some further development, this device will be able to recognize a whole range of hand signs, and you'll be typing and texting a lot quicker than anyone could with a normal keyboard. So it's really, really interesting. Those that are interested, I suggest you should probably Google Aria wearable. That is ARIA wearable, and have a look at the video. It is just mind-blowing. And also have a look at what the guys at Thalmic are doing as well, because the Myo armband has been revised. It is available to buy now, and you can use it with your laptop or other devices. So really, really cool stuff. And that's my little story for the week. Done.
Now, I'm looking at the website, right? And you mentioned the G Watch and everything like that, which is the Android watches, but I didn't see anything mentioned with the Apple Watch. So would this watch not work with Apple? Because I don't see it anywhere mentioned on the website either that it will work with Apple. So is it not available when they're trying to launch it now, or is it basically just for Android based?
They are launching the Kickstarter at the end of the month or at the beginning of next month. So at this point, I think they're focusing on Pebble and Android Wear because those platforms are a lot easier to develop for.
Yeah.
iOS, I imagine, would be a little harder to work with because you're trying to circumvent the interface that Apple have put together. So I don't know. I'm not too sure if it'll work. And also looking at the watch interface for Apple, it's not something like a vertical menu. So you can't use your thumb and forefinger to zip up and down. It's more of a... the interface, I don't think, quite fits.
Yeah, so
I'm
it's
working on
not they're not there yet to customize with Apple. I think going for Android based would be much better because they are so open to developers working on this project and getting ideas from it, people being able to help create ideas for it. I think you're gonna be able to find such like many more ideas, customizability for it and stuff like that, extra touch features. I think something like that would be fantastic on Android. It's what you get when you have an Apple. I'm looking at you, Ben. You have Apple. You don't get to play with these kinds of things.
Yeah, that's right.
Look at
Don't
Ben.
worry, I've
Look
still
at
got Android stuff.
he's admitting he's just like
Android stuff. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. You got me. You got me. But I still use Windows, Linux, and I've also got some Android bits and pieces floating around as well.
I'll just touch Linux and somehow I'll break it. I'm not gonna go near there. Now I do. There's a lot of things that Apple do right. I'm not gonna take away from. There's a lot of things that do right, but for this kind of thing where it's open for user development and user feedback, I think this is going to be fantastic. It's something I definitely will be interested in. If I was ever to wear a smartwatch, I think I'd probably go for the Pebble because it's much more simpler for a smartwatch as well. So I think I'd probably personally go for the Pebble, which is a little bit cheaper as well, and I don't have to break bank to basically afford to get a fancy smartwatch. So it's pretty interesting. But yeah, I think that kind of thing is going to be very interesting to see in Australia because it's going to. I now when I see people with Bluetooth, I'm seeing them on the street and I'm like, oh, are they talking to themselves? What are they doing? But now I'm going to see people freaking out and just doing weird hand movements in like the center. I'm like, people's going to be like this and stuff, and it's going to be weird seeing them do that and not judge them, to be honest. So I don't know.
That is so true. As technology becomes harder and harder to spot from the street, you're going to be seeing more and more people acting a little more crazy. So, yeah, we started talking to ourselves or talking to voices that aren't no one else can hear, and then very soon we'll be going like this.
Yeah, exactly. People will be like, "It's Australia. They must just be swatting flies." No, actually, I'm trying to talk to my watch. Relax. It's gonna be interesting to see.
I'm trying to tweet something. Just give me a
yeah.
second.
Hold on. I'm trying to grab a tweet out of the air. Someone replied to my tweet. Hold on. Just trying to grab it. Where is it? I think I slipped it. Oh, dang. But it's very interesting. There so many like I would with Oculus Rift, and now they're doing this kind of thing. I would like to see Oculus Rift being able to now fully go into development for hand movements as well, so you can fully embrace being in the game. Because I know they've already got some demos out there for that kind of thing. But now that my watch can find out what my hand's doing, why can't the game find out what my hand's doing? So I'm just saying, Oculus, get it sorted.
I did not think about that application. That is so cool. Okay, so yeah, Oculus using that sort of technology with either Thalmic or Aria. Brilliant idea. I love it. There's also the people at Microsoft with the HoloLens. That's going to be awesome. So
especially look at the idea for mobile gaming. I think if you have that ability, maybe have the touch sensor worked on a game that you've like that's created. Like there's this zombie walk game that I've got that when you go for a walk, you're on the game, you are basically a survivor, and the more you walk, the more supplies you get, and you build up a base. Huh?
Yeah. Zombies Run.
Yeah, that's it. It's so awesome.
That's
it. So Zombies Run. I would think it'd be awesome, like basically if you have this attachment for the ability to basically physically try and pick something up with it, and then the game recognize what you picked up, or if you're trying to fight something, maybe have like a little gun, make your hand into like a finger pistol, that kind of thing. The possibilities are endless, man.
No, that's brilliant. I love it. Oh,
full of ideas. Here at Tech Help Oz.
Yep, that's right. So if you want any ideas about this sort of stuff, come to us. We'll only want a small percentage.
Yeah, exactly. We only want about 25% each. It's fine. You can deal with it.
Oh, ouch. Okay.
Hey, ideas are pricey, okay?
Yeah, that's right. We're going to have to get our own developers, I think.
Yeah, we have to, and then pay them nothing.
Yep.
All right, cool. Is there anything else? Because Oh, one thing I completely forgot. Windows 10 being released, right? So
Yeah.
with Windows 10, they're releasing that new version of Internet Explorer. What was it called again? Like Sparta or something like that. Something
It was
ridiculous.
code name. Yeah, it was code name Spartan,
Yeah,
but
there
the
you go,
actual
Sparta.
product name will be Edge.
Yeah.
So it'll
So
be
that's
Microsoft
what
Edge.
that must be the same product again, because I was just like, maybe they're trying something else. So I read an article before that everyone uses Java. So for people that are watching this on YouTube, you're now using Java to play the video. Everything you're using has got Java. Everyone hates Java because their thing is always updating. So what they've done at the moment, I don't know. Ben, are you a tester for Windows 10? Do you got that on your desktop or anything like that?
I haven't got the time to actually test it, but when it does roll
Yeah.
out as a public release, I'll be grabbing it. But
Yeah.
yeah, the end of Java, I won't be sad to see Java go. And I'm actually really pleased, especially with YouTube. They've been moving a whole lot of their technology across to HTML5. And
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that now with the new Edge thing that Windows is bringing out. Apparently, even on the best beta testing thing that they've got out for it, they're saying that Java is performing about 50% faster than it normally is on other devices or other programs or other software basically. So, for example, on Windows 7 or Mac OS and stuff like that, Java runs at a certain speed. You can't speed it up without destroying your RAM or completely crashing your computer, as far as I'm aware. But at the moment, they're saying that Java is running fantastically. It's running 2.5 faster than Windows 7 and 5.5% faster than Mac. So they're saying that Java is still going to be around, and it's going to be a big thing on the new Internet Explorer version called Edge there. So it's going to be interesting to see because they're pushing massively to keep Java active from the articles that I'm reading, of course. But I'm interested to see because YouTube wants to go HTML5 only. That's what they want to push it into because it's such a faster processing. It'll be awesome because then I can load my 720 videos. But I can't see Java dying very quickly now that Windows are pushing so massively for it.
yeah, this is probably going to help Java along as far as hanging on goes. They're probably going to hold on as well as Flash has all this time, even though Apple does not support Flash and a whole bunch of other platforms are pretty much ditching Flash because it is so insecure. Java also has big security issues, but I don't see them disappearing anytime soon because people still love to program in Java and it's still a very, very strong platform. So, yeah, we'll see how we go. But yeah, it's very encouraging to see that Windows is putting some sort of effort into making sure that Java hangs on.
Exactly, and the thing is,
Yeah,
it's going to be they're such a massive thing. So the other thing is with that, people upgrading to Windows 10. A lot of people are now going to be able to do it for free for the first year. So it's going to be interesting to see how they go. But I'm going to be sticking with Windows, so that means I'll get Windows 10, which means I'll be using whatever they put on there. So if they force me to stick on Java, unfortunately, that's where I stick. And if they make it work better, and if Google Chrome works on their thing, starting to not destroy my RAM every time I run it, then my computer is going to be fantastic. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be easier to use. It's going to free up some hardware so I can actually multitask on it. Unless you have a $4,000 build computer, good luck with that one. But it's going to be awesome to see because I don't know. It's going to free up so much hardware. I'm so happy to see them fixing the Java problem because Java's been around as long as the internet. I mean, come on. It took you this long to do it. Goodness. Come on. Windows. Dang it.
yeah. All right. Well, there we go. Okay. That was a quick show.
I've got a comment here.
Yep.
From Emily. She's saying that I need a new camera because mine isn't as clear as yours, Ben. So if you don't mind, I'll respond to here. Unfortunately, I'm using a loaner laptop at the moment because Alienware/Dell sold me a faulty product where they don't have a keyboard that works. So my HD camera is currently getting repaired with the rest of the the device basically. So until then, I'm stuck with this. Unless someone wants to sponsor me and give me $150 to buy a proper camera, we're unfortunately going to have to look at the pixelated version of my face. Trust me, it's better than seeing the HD version as far as I'm aware. So
Actually, yeah, we could put the call out. So if you know of anyone in JB Hi-Fi or Dick Smith or any other big electronics company that might have a product to throw our way, we'd be glad to grab a little HD camera for Lenny and have him looking better. It'd be good.
Exactly. Who doesn't want to see this face in HD? I mean, come on. You can see every inch of me. All right, that was a quick show. I think we actually got it under 30 minutes, so it's not free. So everybody that's watching, to give us $1.
Hey, that's probably not a bad idea. We will probably be launching something like a Patreon or some sort of a donation button when I finally get my acting together and get the website sorted out. I know. I'm going to work on that.
Ben's been too busy, guys. I completely blame him. All right, blame him. He's too busy with life. Just do it.
Yep. Yeah, I need to do that. Yeah, but that's something we'll be looking at down the track. Do we have any other stuff coming up at all, Lenny?
At the moment, I've got a thing planned for us to have a meeting next week. I'm thinking either Thursday or Friday. Most likely going to be Friday for us to get together with a bunch of actors / presenters that are going to be helping us with the show that we're going to be producing. So they're going to be co-hosted by Ben and another presenter. It's going to be a different one every show. There's going to be 4 shows in a month. Ben will be in every single show, and a different presenter will be. There'll be 2 different presenters. So it's going to be interesting to file them out. And when we launch it, I really hope that you guys like them, because we'll vet them out completely. So it's basically going to be, you're going to be seeing more of Ben, and Ben loves it. We know Ben loves being on camera. Look at it. It's HD. Look at it. No, that's it. Basically, just follow us, and we're going to keep posting more stuff. We are still lagging behind. I just had a fantastic, an 18-hour day of 10 hours work, and then now I'm going to go to bed after this. So I haven't been posting much. I haven't been active, but we've got so many things in the works. Just stay tuned. We'll produce them as soon as we can. So stay tuned.
All right. And with that, I suppose we'll be closing out. You can find me. I'm all over Twitter and Facebook and all the other places. You can just follow me at Ben Aylett on Twitter. And Lenny, we can find you at Tech Help Oz. Is that correct?
100%. Follow me there. We are getting some interesting Twitter followers on there, so do it. Be one of those interesting followers. That's the place to be.
Yeah, be interesting. And I'm also thinking that we might be doing something with VoiceBite. So watch this space. We could have some sort of audience interaction where you guys get to ask questions on air.
Exactly. Ben loves answering questions. I do as well, but I don't do as well under pressure, so I might panic and then pass out. But we'll see.
I got your back, buddy.
Thanks, man. All right, cool. That's it for me.
Fantastic. And that's it from me. So it's a good night from both of us. Thank you very much for joining us. And we will catch you guys next week. So let's cue up the music and we'll say, catch you later.
See you.